Okay, so I haven't done a video in a while. It's been like close to 2 weeks, I think, maybe a week and a half, something like that. So the last one I did that video when I was sick. Well, turns out that flu was way worse than I ever imagined. I'm still have like a residual cough and just a hazy, cloudy head from it. It was horrible. So I had to get a lot of work done. I just couldn't do any videos because it took everything out of me just to get the work out of here that needed to get out so I could stay on schedule. But some things did change. Today we're actually going to make a seat for Harley. It's actually a Corbin seat that we're reworking, modifying, making it a little more comfortable for this rider and hopefully a little bit cooler for him. We're changing the color and stuff. I'll show you that in a second, but I wanted to show you this makeshift booth that I made. What's funny is the guy, one of the neighbors next door, like left in a hurry and left all this Lexan, which is very expensive stuff. So I figured we take it and make a photo booth out of it. I do have, you can still see Sleepy's on there. I got to peel the vinyl off of it, but it kind of works good for a little photo booth. Every time we go to see Sleepy's, every time we go to take pictures, we're taking them in weird spots, and I want to make one area specifically set up for taking the pictures. This way it's like uniform and it's there, because every day we're finishing up cool small jobs and we want to photograph them. So hopefully this will work out a little better and it'll look a little bit better. Okay, so let's get going on this seat and get the tripod ready. Okay, so you're gonna have to forgive my mess here. I'm changing a lot of stuff around the shop so that we could have some production like work areas. So right now everything's kind of just combobulated, but I wanted to show you this. So here's a Corbin seat, right? Corbin seats are very thick fiberglass. Most of them are. They have all rivets in them that you have to drill out when you take the covers off. One thing, whenever you drill them out, you leave these the rivets, the end of the rivets, which are, I don't know if you can see right there, little end of the rivets. You want to make sure that you get those out, because if those are under the foam and someone sits on them, it could jab them, it could rip the cover. Also, sometimes if you put more rivets in there, you might push them up and then they'll have a bump in the seat. So you just want to go around and make sure you get all these little rivet heads out. So now, one other thing that you'll notice on a Corbin seat is their manufacturing process is quite different than everybody else. Usually you have a mold and you make your foam, you have a seat pan, you make your mold, you trim it, and then you like assemble everything together. But with them, they evidently in the mold, fiberglass the pan, and then inject the foam. So a lot of times when you're doing a Corbin seat, you'll have a lot of this extra, as you can see. So this is foam, and this is fiberglass. It's a foam, fiberglass. So you'll end up having, you gotta be careful because you could have some bumps and stuff on there. It's really not great. What you'll see on a lot of Corbin seats is they'll use a thicker leather or vinyl in areas just in case to kind of cover that. So what I like to do is I grind it all off, fix the foam. This one here, the rider actually wanted to go forward a little bit and down. So this will give them a lot more back support and lower you in the saddle, which is kind of nice. I kind of already went ahead and bumped it forward for them. I'm gonna foam it, and then we're gonna make a cool cover for this one. Okay, so I'm gonna clean some stuff up before we get going on this seat. I'm thinking about doing more of the vlogging aspect of these videos. I've been watching a lot of videos, and honestly, like the how-to technical videos where they show you stuff, to me is boring as hell. And when you don't get to talk to people and see their personalities, I don't really enjoy these videos as much. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do less clickbaity type stuff, just more real life. I got some cool stuff we're gonna be doing. So like this year, I've been thinking about it, and I really want to expand. I'm gonna be making a lot of stuff for our production parts and actually for our custom shop too, to kind of expedite things and try to make our workday easier. We're also gonna be hiring people, which would be cool. So I think I'm gonna keep, like I said, keep this more of a vlog type thing, because there's just gonna be so many different things that happen in the course of days and weeks. And so we'll go over stuff, anything from actually building custom cars to running a small business to purchasing tools, trying them out. This year we are going to be buying a lot of equipment, everything from plasma tables, and we have a big laundry list of stuff that I've wanted to purchase that we keep putting off. We are gonna start hiring again and try to get people on. Very few. I only want 1 or 2 decent guys to be part of the team. What's funny, I'm rolling this stuff up, this material, and there's one of our suppliers always emphasizes how whenever they give you your material, they roll it properly so you can unroll it, right? And you would think, what a basic thing, until I have another supplier who rolls everything backwards, and it drives you crazy. Because every time you get it, you have to pull it apart and unroll it. It's kind of nuts. So let me clean up this mess really quick, and then we're gonna get going. Grab some material here. Open it up, see what we have. Okay, so this is the material we'll be using. What color is this one? Toffee. So coincidentally, the company that actually has told me about rolling the material the correct way was United, who we're using the material for today. You know, I just have to say, you know, this is obviously not a paid endorsement. Sometimes when you deal with companies that are really good, it's nice and you don't even mention them because there's never a problem, so you're not upset. But these guys I've been dealing with for, I don't know, like 20 years. And what's amazing is I don't think I've ever ordered a package and not had it within a day or two. It's almost always the next day, sometimes 2 days if we order it late. Any of you upholstery guys out there, United actually is a really good company. Okay, so you can see I marked my center points. This is a pretty plain Jane seat. We're doing it in a peanut butter color, and then we're gonna do a burgundy stitch around it. As I explained before, the rider wanted to come down lower and be pushed forward a little bit, so that's what we did. A lot of times by bringing someone lower, it automatically pushes you forward, which is kind of cool. So he's gonna be, you know, a lot more forward than I think even he anticipated. Let's make a cover for it now. I'm making the pattern now. Our marker center points. So I'm using, for writing, I don't know if you can see this, the space pens. These ones here I'm using from leatherseats.com. I will have to say I bought a bunch of these from Albright Supply and I really liked them. And then when I went to call back and order them, they weren't in stock. So I ordered these ones. But what's strange is, unless I'm doing something wrong, they don't mark on a lot of materials. So I was like all excited because they finally came in and my other ones were gone or ran out. And I ran down, I grabbed some leather, they wouldn't mark the leather. I tried to clean it with different stuff and it still wouldn't mark it. And then a lot of vinyls it doesn't mark as well. So I don't know if it's a different thing. I'm actually gonna order some this week from Albright again.